All right. Hear me out. Hear me out. All right.
I'm already concerned.
You're already recording, aren't you?
We are all. Imagine this. We are all children, and we are having. We.
I already
I
don't like the start
I
of
don't
we're
like
all
where this is
We
children.
are in a police
after we
station.
Why is this
got
involving
fucking-
children?
We are in a police station, and we are learning forensics. And all of a
Oh,
sudden,
no.
a gunman comes in and scares all the children, and that's a lesson for us, the
What?
children.
Oh, okay,
This
the
is
gunman comes in and scares us.
This happened. A bunch of cops had kids over during a field trip learning forensic stuff, and the cops, without telling the school or anyone, was like, so we're going to teach these kids a lesson. And then they, without anyone's knowledge, they did a school shooting thing. They just had someone come in with a gun and acted like they were going to shoot everyone.
What?
This is a thing that they
In
did.
the police station?
Yep.
I hope they got sued for that.
It just happened. Most of the parents right now are not suing. They're just more like, so you're horrible people, right? Kids, this is something kids have to worry about. You just fucked with them. Like, what?
Yeah. It's like, it's one thing when you scare people with something that's like actually kind of ridiculous, you know, like when you just jump scare somebody or something like that. That's like one thing, but like the one thing that I know that you don't fuck with people about is shit that could actually reasonably happen.
Yeah. Anyway, I just felt like bringing that up because that happened recently, and it's both hilarious and terrifying. Because holy shit, that's so evil. None of the teachers there even knew it. The police station themselves were like, you know what would be really cool, and I think they said the thing they were trying to teach was that, like what my brain's broken, but the thing that when you're getting someone's account of something. Eyewitness. They were trying somehow. This was supposed to teach how eyewitness testimonies couldn't be trusted. Apparently,
What?
and to teach them this, let's scare the shit out of them by thinking they're gonna die.
That'll work.
Yeah, that'll work. It's good. Welcome to Collecting Dust.
Oh, that's the opening?
I'm
That's
just.
a nice opening.
It is. That entire thing was the opening. I was just making you terrified and like, holy shit, the world's wrong. And here we are. We're a game podcast about gaming backlogs.
Yeah.
You want to hear a funny?
Yes. As long
I'll
as
tell you when I found out the funny.
What? Oh, you'll tell me when you. Okay. All right.
I'll tell you later.
All right. I need to get my. Who are we gonna start with? Fancy.
Yeah.
What have you been playing?
The Stellar Blade. Almost finished it. Destiny. Got back into Destiny. That's sad.
Wow.
Call of Duty, Fortnite. Just got a Steam Deck, so I'm playing some Steam games on there. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, we'll go to. Shit. What's your name
Rock,
again?
paper, scissors.
My name?
Yeah, you go by 15 things. I forget which one. Wulfryk. It says Wulfryk on the screen. If that's wrong, or wrong.
No, Wulfryk is the one I've been going by here.
All right, cool. You have a different name for every community. I'm sorry.
I know. Look, it's due to a bunch of really poor choices early on and an indecisiveness that prevents me from correcting it.
Same.
Wulfryk, what have you been playing?
Oh, you want to know what I've been playing? I've been playing. Let's see here. We got VR Chat recently. Cassette Beasts, Nightmare Cart, The Long Drive, Indigo Park, Trove.
I can tell you're just looking on your Steam page.
Shut up.
Oh, is this alphabetical order? Is that what's happening? Is that why?
No,
No,
it's just recently
okay.
played on.
It would be funny if this came out to be alphabetical.
Destiny.
You
I'm
played
sorry,
Destiny.
My brain hurts.
I can tell.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't actually been playing a lot of video games lately.
I'm gonna have to redo this main screen. I just realized something funny.
What?
So you
Yeah,
know how our
change it to the
heads
new
are in
episode.
circles?
Yeah.
Elaine's neck floof is so big that you can't actually tell what video game thing she is. It's just her. So
Yeah.
Huh, that sucks for you.
it's like the same thing's kind of happening to Wulfryk, but at least you can see the Halo gun. But like,
I guess I'll address it. It's the fucking glass armor from Skyrim.
yeah. So for anyone watching, you see that little teal in the corner right there? That's what that is. It is armor. I'm gonna have to make that. I'm gonna have to.
I put my
that and the
armor
moonlight.
on. Show you
That
how
and
I'm,
the
I'm
strong
gonna have to
I
shrink
am.
it a little bit or something.
Ah.
It is funny. I just realized, like, holy shit. Not the first time already in the last couple episodes of us being back that I recognize something and then fix it by the next episode. Elaine, what have you been playing?
Cassette Beasts, VR Chat, Elden Ring, and unfortunately, Genshin Impact.
Wow. You're no longer a podcast host. Get out.
What a
I would 100% understand.
No. So yeah,
what about you?
hold on.
Yo, what have you
hold
been
on.
playing? Gip
Uh
ass? You ask all the questions here. Why don't we get a question?
Wow. Yeah,
Wulfryk,
what?
you have to be
What?
honest. Be honest
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Did you bring up VR chat in games you played?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
What? Why?
I'm giving both of you a point for VR chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
Hey, you know what? I had another guest key. I could have given you a ticket and you could have come hang out in Star Wars gear and hung out on the cool desert planet with 2 suns. That's definitely not Tatooine.
So nondescript Tatooine.
It's not Tatooine. It's Umbra. Get it
It's-
right.
It's not Tatooine. Trademark.
But you said desert planet with 2. Okay.
So it's not. It is that. It's a desert planet, but I would.
It's closer to Mad Max theme, I think.
It's
like sci-fi.
Then why
Mad
is there
Max.
2 suns?
Because it's an alien planet with a binary star.
Yeah.
That's been done before Star Wars.
Are you sure?
There was an eclipse, which was very funny because the lighting didn't change.
No, it was supposed to apparently, and it didn't, and it broke, and they delayed it, and then they gave up, and it. I never really saw it.
Yeah, there were a lot of delayed things that broke
How do you
this
do
virality.
on a binary sun?
A sun
Huh?
behind a sun.
Oh.
Yeah, a Solarian eclipse.
They also still have moons, you know.
Do they have 2 moons?
I think they have one.
I'd like to imagine. I want to know the lore behind those 2 suns, because that means one is way bigger but farther away to be similar size.
Yeah.
No, one's smaller.
Or
No, 'cause you
one
can-
smaller and closer, but I feel like it'd be safer and more
At least in
okay
Tatooine,
if one
one's
was.
smaller.
Okay,
Well-
but if those are the 2 options, those are the same option.
Well,
By the way,
No,
one
we
being
know,
bigger and further away.
No, hold on. Give me a second. We know that binary orbit is technically possible.
To support life, yeah.
yes,
And
but
what it would take is it takes 2 equally sized suns at a certain distance apart so they don't pull each other together. And you would essentially figure 8 between the suns as the actual natural orbit of the planet.
okay. Anyway, I mostly played the
Have a little bit of
finals.
space science.
The finals, X Defiant, Call of Duty, VR chat. I'm
That's
gonna give
fine.
myself
Talk
a
louder
point
over
for
me.
VR chat.
Oh, I forgot about X. I forgot about X Defiant. I did that too.
I'm
Do I
doing
get a point
points.
for playing X Defiant?
Why not? I'll give you a point for X Defiant.
Yeah.
Hello, I think I just found one of your hairs.
And then I'll take it away because you quit.
Wait,
on me
really?
yesterday.
Hold on, where'd you
Oh,
find
okay.
it?
Wait, what?
I said, and then I'll take it away because you quit on me yesterday.
It's not
No.
my fault your game crashed.
No, you're the one
Where'd
that left. You
you
did. You
find-
said you weren't having fun, and then you left.
Oh no, you
Well.
you left first. I remember now, and then I got bored of waiting, and then I went.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Anyway, I'm not actually taking away the point. So with the points, I'm just doing it whose line is it anyway style. I'm just gonna give points for how I feel. We're gonna speed up the points, especially
Yeah, have a
since
point.
on episode 20 we're gonna do a game. So I need everyone to have points for the game. So we're just gonna do whose line is it anyway, and we're gonna collect some points.
You can have a point.
You know what?
It can't be that simple.
What? Yeah, but just like when Fallout 4 came out, one person sent a bunch of bottle caps and they gave it to that one person. The first person to try things will get it. Now asking will never work again.
Can
But
you
I asked
move
first.
away from
You
Lad?
actually give me a point for that.
Can you take a point away from Lad?
Yes, no.
No.
I just have to ask, did you actually give me a point just because I asked?
Yeah, I didn't hear Fancy do it first.
I did when I asked if I could get one for X-Defiant.
No.
Oh,
so-
you did.
I know I gave you that one because you asked for
She
something
just asked for a
specifically.
point just for free.
Yeah, she just
Oh,
went,
so it's two
"Can I have
different ways of
points?"
asking for a point.
Yeah, she just asked, "Can I have point?" Because
Do you get a point for finding someone else's hair on your body?
no?
Oh,
That's
Damn.
gross.
That's yeah. Why would
You know, I may be gone from over there, but you will never forget me. Mostly because you will be sweeping me out of your rug for years to come if I combed there.
It's a comb.
No.
Combed. Give Lad
Oh,
a point
God.
for that.
Oh God, that's I want to
Spelled COAM. Comb.
You're gonna be
Oh.
digging at me out of your carpet for weeks.
Ugh.
For years to comb.
Yeah, it wasn't my carpet. Well, not the one on the floor.
The other carpet. I got it.
I'm being vague.
I'm combing.
Ugh.
I'm gonna comb.
I'm gonna comb.
All right, who is ready?
This is an insane. This is instantly a significant.
Who's ready for winning?
Is it Is it the news?
For the news?
Me
Oh,
first.
shit.
I gotta go first. I
It's
want
I
to
actually
go
have
first.
news written
I have
down
news.
this time.
No, I have the. I'm kidding. The wheel comes later.
Oh God, not the
Just because
You
asked
said
me
who's ready. You said who's ready.
I'm
I'm
kidding.
ready right now.
Fine. Go.
I have news too.
Yeah, because I'm a good boy.
I have two of them.
So, are you guys familiar with the company
Wait,
Relogic?
You're supposed to give the title or the headline first.
Yeah, headline
And then-
first.
Okay,
You have-
headline.
if you actually want to talk about it, you have to win.
Terraria's creator is pleased to announce a brand new refund policy.
Okay, Wulfryk, Terraria. All right.
Oh God, what if I have two and they're both good? What am I supposed to do?
Cry.
Piss your pants, maybe.
Fancy, what's your news?
Let's see. Do I want to pick the one?
I have like three.
I have two, so I don't know which one to pick.
Your mother.
The one
Should I
you
pick
like,
the one
the
we
one
can
you want to talk
discuss?
about the most.
I'll do the first one I wrote down. Stellar Blade adds uncensored content that was previously removed.
Should have gone that way.
All right. Elaine, what's your news?
Pronouns in Paper Mario.
Markio. Got it. And then
Mark Ruffalo?
I assume, Dusty, that yours is going to be the
Oh no!
Well, don't spoil it.
no, you can
Let
try to
Dustin tell
guess. You can try to guess.
Is yours going to be the the whole like Sony hoping people will buy PS5s, the same players who will wait for Epic Games to come to Steam.
No, but mine is Sony related, and it's not VR
Ooh.
either because this episode took long enough that that arc is dead.
I think I know what it is.
Is it? What do you think it is? Guess.
It's another account thing.
No,
Oh,
another.
no.
No.
Oh,
It's Sony
must-
apologizes to Neil Druckmann.
oh yeah, I heard about that. Their first boo boo that he got upset about. I didn't know
Yeah.
they apologized.
Yeah, they fucked up. I don't know how they fucked up, but it's funny. Oh, all right. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I need to make shit. You know what? We're gonna do this.
I believe you have to eat food to do that.
I eat food. All right, we are spinning the wheel.
I mean, I could tell
Spin
that.
the wheel.
Please let me win.
It's never been me. Let me
I want
win.
to talk about this so bad.
It's Wulfryk and Terraria.
Are you kidding me? Ah,
The only thing I'm gonna say is I had positive opinions about the pronouns in Paper Mario, just so nobody thinks I'm a chud.
Well, I would hope so.
I am
This wheel
in
is
fact,
rigged.
trans.
Hold on.
Yeah,
hold
I
on.
think I've actually gotten it
yes, you have.
every time so far. The
Yes,
heart
you
of the
have.
cards. Heart
It's
of the
been,
cards.
it's been you and me.
Yeah, heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards, baby.
I'm the
Hold-
pharaoh. Okay.
Hold on.
You ready?
know what?
No.
No, one more thing. I'm introducing a new thing because I'm giving away points. We're spinning for how many points this is worth.
Oh, that's
Max points. Max points. Max points.
What's max points?
100.
20.
100?
100.
Come on, give me 100 points.
No, you got 5 points.
No.
Fuck. Good enough. Whatever. I would talk about this for free. So 5 points I'll take.
Second
ready for-
lowest.
You ready for
It's
this?
like foaming at the mouth to talk about this.
Oh no, this is the funniest thing I've ever
You're-
when it comes to video gaming news, usually I've got something like kind of boring. No, this is actually funny.
Again,
I'm
I
ready
was
to
also gonna
laugh.
make fun of the thing, so I was also excited.
The company that makes Terraria has a new refund policy that was put up by the creator of Terraria. So the head of this company said, yeah, I will refund any player the $10 price of this game for any reason at all. All you have to do is come into Terraria and 1v1 me on your, like, no help. No cheat. 1v1 me and win, and I will refund the game. 100% for any reason you want.
What? Amazing.
His official tweet is, I am pleased to announce that Relogic has a new refund policy. You can now refund Terraria for any reason, no questions asked. You just have to personally defeat me in PvP.
Is that PvP on Rust? Intervention only?
No.
Just the idea of this guy who made he's like, yeah, hop into Terraria. I'll invite you into a world and we will duke it out. And if you beat me, I got $10 for you right here, right now.
The best part about being the one who's keeping track of stuff is it really does come off like I'm just giving myself points, so I randomly do it. But I've been giving everyone points, so I'm going to give myself a point for Rust.
I think Rust should be worth half a point.
No,
That is the nicest I've ever been to that map.
it is. Surprisingly, it is. I don't know why I just spun a wheel and the two words are Rust or Bust and Rust won, and that's why I gave myself a point. I spun a wheel for
Hey,
myself.
I have
This one?
yeah, I think
What
that
what just happened?
I
what
don't know. Where'd you go?
who
What
What happened?
For me, it looked like
What happened?
everybody just left
Huh?
after I said, "Could I remove a point
What?
for Rust?" and then came back. Hello.
Fancy?
You got busted.
I'm here? Yeah?
What happened?
I don't know.
Video did a fucking.
Everything's
thing. I
bad.
don't
Nah,
know.
nothing happened to me. Everything's been
I
fine.
saw
on my
someone
end.
disappear and then they came
You
back.
disappeared.
I
have no
just
idea what
watched
happened.
everybody leave
I don't either.
like one by one, and then I just like everybody just popped back into existence for me.
That's a point.
It
For
sounds
Fancy for
like
confusing me.
You're welcome.
You know, it sounds like your video is pretty busted.
What?
What?
You're pretty busted.
I know I am.
You're
That's
pretty
a point for
bussin'.
You.
I'm pretty busted.
I'm handing out points.
Wait, hold on, Dusty. You know what would be funny is if you give out all the points
I'm
for
spinning
us, we
another wheel.
choose what
Just
points you get for
because.
you.
All right.
I wish I could see these wheels.
No, the
I'm
wheels. The wheels are the wheels of God.
The wheels. God.
You just
God.
have to have
Dusty.
faith in them.
I'm
Dusty.
praying to God to spin the wheel. I'm not making them myself at all.
Can I?
Jesus, spin the wheel.
That news was pretty quick, so I'm re-rolling the others.
Hello?
What?
Can I be heard? Am I
No.
audible?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Okay. So, Dusty, what we should do is, if ever it's a situation of
We're
you getting
spinning.
points, we should
Bam.
we
I
give you the
was-
points.
I was gonna
We
point
come
out.
to a vote.
You can keep going. It's me.
I was.
You two will never. You two will never go.
No, I believe it. The first time I actually prepared 2 pieces of news, I never get to share either of them. So.
You know
I
what?
also
You know what?
had 2 of them.
You
because
brought 2 pieces of news.
Yes,
That's 2 points.
I also did.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait,
I
what?
accidentally erased and just give you 2 all together. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go.
Yeah, so you can actually 1v1 Redigit, which is the guy's name online, and people can spectate. They've got like extra platforms that people can just stand on and watch.
So wait,
Um,
this guy,
Yeah.
recreated the Roman Colosseum in his game.
Yeah.
And if you win, you get a refund.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think more video game creators need to do that. That would be so funny.
What's that guy's name?
Redigit?
That's a point for him. You know what?
We need to invite him on the podcast.
Just
you think he'd show?
because I've already started doing that, Kojima gets a point for being Kojima.
Yeah.
I will
petition
hand
that
points out to
Miyazaki
anyone.
gets a point.
Who?
Miyazaki.
It's mine, but I'm going to forfeit. I'm going to let the other 2 talk.
Wow.
Wait, really?
Giving up
However-
3 points.
Yep. However,
Which one of us gets to talk?
both of you. We'll go in order. Fancy, you go first.
Oh, okay. So Shift Up, the people behind Stellar Blade, broke down for the people complaining about the uncensored content that was supposed to be released with the game but didn't get released. So they gave 2 outfits out for free and then 1 you can unlock, and they're both 2 of them are like just bikinis and 1 is like really low cut.
That is a point for boobs.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it was the whole petition thing about putting it back in the game, and Sony and Shift Up were just like, "Fine, here, take it."
I mean, I was on the side of putting it in because that was one of the reasons the game sold. People were like, "Whoa, non-woke game with boob, let's go!" And then right before release, they're like, "No,
Slightly less boob.
no, less boob for you."
Yeah.
Still a decent amount of boob.
Also, we're going to
Pre-update.
reference this. We're going to remove the reference to this. What you would call the N-word? Is that what was on the wall? Or was it
think
R-word?
No, I think it was race related. So yeah, it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
It
So
it slipped through on one of the billboards or something.
So yeah,
Was it something
before we
like
get
when
to Lane,
they-
all that was an accident. It was 2 pieces of graffiti that you can find everywhere around in the city, but one place they're just a little too close to each other.
Yeah.
So it made the
Oh,
sentence.
no.
So they just removed it in that one. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a total accident. They just sprinkled these graffiti textures around, and on a bar they got a little too close. Yeah.
Yikeroonies.
Elaine.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So
Elaine.
in Paper Mario there was
I
a
can't-
character
Here you go.
who was
You
like
can't hear her? How?
you can't hear me?
She's been talking.
I don't know how you got muted on my end, but you did.
What
I
the
don't know
fuck?
how long
How long have I been muted
I
for?
don't know.
What was
You
the last thing you heard her
bitch.
talk about?
That is minus 2 points to me, and I'm gonna give those to you. I'm so sorry.
It's the least I deserve. Okay, so well, now I've lost my train of thought.
Paper Mario.
In Paper Mario, there was a character who was in the original, as far as I understand it, in the original translations of the game, heavily implied to be trans, and for that to be their whole thing. But when it came to English, and also when it came to a lot of other countries, they just kind of got rid of a lot of this, like these references in the translations. But when it came to the remaster, which they more recently did, they didn't do that. They didn't like do away with all of these references. They left them in as is, and translated them to better fit that, rather than like the original version, where I think in the English version they changed it to them calling the trans characters' sisters, calling them like fat and ugly instead of attacking them for being trans. And I think there was just zero reference to that in the English version, for the prior version. But in the newer version, they actually just stuck with their guns and made the character trans. And a bunch of people were really upset about that, despite these people also probably not even being fans of the game. This is like a bunch of random ass grifters started like attacking and demonizing this game, as if that was like ever going to be a huge problem in a remaster.
Yes, that was Near Door, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a game for the GameCube.
Yep.
So,
Something I also want to point out about that whole thing is I think it's very funny when grifters get upset about stuff like this, not understanding like the context of these being the same motherfuckers that say they're anti-censorship when it comes to their rhetoric, and then they do this shit.
could
But
you
yeah, people have been really demonizing the game, and then it like leads into more like, I think the funniest thing to ever come out of this, with people who are like, here's a list of all the non-political games that I like, and then inevitably on that list you'll see Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, that reminds me of Asmongold.
Or Fallout. Yeah, you'll see Fallout there.
Dead
Yeah,
Rattle
also
Bloodwall? Yes. That's a point for Asmon.
Yeah, he oh boy.
casually brushes cockroach off of shirt.
Actually, you know what?
in
He gets
Millionaire.
Asmongold gets negative 1 point.
Good.
Until he cleans his room, then he can have
Clean your fucking room.
He not only that, but like, so they're remaking one of the Metal Gear Solids.
3.
They're like remastering it.
3.
And during the like trailer for it, Asmongold watching it, he goes, "God, I hope they don't make this game political."
Yeah, like he's like, I have. It's Metal Gear.
Yeah, that is Asmongold unironically going, I made this shit up.
Asmongold is one of those people who I hate, like, when I see his takes, because the worst part about it is, like, one of the only takes I agree with him is his take is going to be the consensus of gamers around him, because he is literally the average gamer, at least in his way of thinking. But the worst part about that is he's like the average no life gamer. Because he's a fucking WoW kid.
Wow.
Wham. All right.
He's the fucking World of Warcraft guy.
Wow.
So of course he's the average
Yes.
lifer.
How many pieces of news did you bring today?
How many pieces of news did I bring today?
Yeah, just how many were you maybe going to think of? Was it just the one? Did you
was
know?
just the one this time.
Okay. Elaine, how many did you come with?
Wow.
2.
2. We are spinning a wheel.
Is it between me and her again?
No, it's all 4 of us.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why we have another wheel?
Everyone
I
gets
like
two.
the Wolf.
Everyone gets 2 points.
Yo,
man.
Oh, yo. Because I was also going to talk about
I'm now okay with the deal.
what I thought you were going to talk about, which was Sony trying to bank on people buying PS5s
Yeah.
despite that exact same audience waiting till Epic Games come to Steam.
Yeah. Mine was the Neil Druckmann. Atari buys it in television, but I realized everyone would find that boring. And then the other one was Toys for Bob is teaming up with Xbox. But that
Wait,
one,
really?
wow.
yeah, no, it's teaming up. They're not buying. Remember,
Okay.
Toys for Bob escaped them.
Yeah, I was about to say they
In
escaped
February, they
Microsoft
left.
by the skin of their teeth. There's no way they ever go back.
Yeah, but it's so what that means
It's
is
like
though,
getting dropped by Machinima. It's like you're just free now. You can do things again.
Yeah, well, this is actually a good
You'll
thing
never go back.
because the reason, think of why they would have gone back. Spyro 4.
Monday.
Spyro
Spyro.
4. Spyro is owned by Xbox now. They did the Insane trilogy. They did Spyro Ignited. They did.
Ooh.
I think they either did or helped with Crash 4. So next is
I have to
Spyro.
ask,
Or maybe they're doing
Was-
a Crash Bandicoot. Or
were
not
the
a
New
Crash Bandicoot.
Beginning series games also released by the same original people, or
What?
were the New Beginning Spyro games released by Toys for Bob? Or
No.
Oh, so they were like a different studio.
Yes.
Oh,
Toys for Bob is fucking Activision's Toys to Life, whatever.
Skylanders.
Skylanders.
okay.
Yeah, that was their first big thing, which is why they're Toys for Bob. Their name is specifically Toys to Life related.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually was. I will say one thing. I fucking missed Skylanders. I remember
No, you
when I
don't.
first got. No, it's like it's one of those things where it's like I can remember when I first got that game and I had the fucking portal on my tray in the middle of the room. I got it for Christmas, and it's just a really like happy Christmas memory of playing Spectrobes, or not Spectrobes, fucking Skylanders.
I didn't have Skylanders. I had Disney Infinity. And that
I
didn't
had.
last as
I
long.
got you beat, brother. I had UB Funkies.
Oh, I
What
remember those.
that. I
I
don't even
remember
know
those.
what that is.
I vaguely
Is that
remember those.
Are those-
UB or is that UB?
UB like the letters.
Oh, God, let me,
I vaguely remember those things. What the hell?
let me Google it.
Oh
How do
my
you
God.
spell
Hold
it?
on. Hold on. Hold on.
No,
I got.
Oh no!
I
what
had
did
all
it
of you beat.
mean?
I've got all of you beat. I have all of you beat. I had the Toys to Lives before they were actually video games. You remember Tactics?
Yeah, I had those
Yeah.
too.
No, I don't.
No.
I had a Tactics. I had the
They-
Star Wars ones and the
Yeah.
Transformers.
So Tactics were literally just action figures that were they were all sitting on bases, but they all had like abilities written on the bottom and they had life points. So it was literally like there was an actual game to them.
I still have mine
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys play with them when you came over?
I don't think so. I know my cousin as a hey, I fuck good. I make wife pregnant. He bought himself an entire bucket of them. He was
Oh.
like
What? Where
This
did
is my
that
prize
line
for
come
myself.
from?
he
What-
bought them as a prize to himself, like, yes, I have a tactic now.
I have
I beat dad soon.
shared the JPEG. I don't know how you guys can see it.
I- that's
Do you
not what
remember
happened.
Redekai?
But it
I
is
have to
surprising.
download the JPEG.
That's not what happened, but I do remember in the same day finding out that they were pregnant. He did that, so that's what happened is in my mind.
Actually, I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
gonna
I
put it in
remember
the
these.
Discord.
You guys remember Redekai?
I didn't have
No.
this, but I remember seeing commercials for these.
Redica? Like the card thing?
Yeah.
Where you overlap the
Redekai.
cards?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the whole card game gimmick was that like almost all the effect cards are like invisible.
All of the
except for
equipment
the-
and
the,
ability
like-
cards were transparent except for like the effect. It's like the
Yeah.
fire or lightning or whatever, and you overlay that over the monster card.
Yeah, that was like the big gimmick, which actually is a really good gimmick. It's a shame, like, it's a shame the card game apparently sucked because nobody played it.
Yeah,
The Hot Wheels card game did something like that too.
card game.
Yeah,
Yeah, that I had that card game. That was the Hot Wheels Acceleracers card game.
yeah.
There was hazard cards and all sorts of stuff. I remember playing that
Well, I
with
meant
my
like
cousin.
with overlaying the cards on top of each other.
Yeah.
I think that has it too.
Yeah. Anyway, don't we all love/hate gimmicks?
Yeah.
I give myself 3 points for being so awesome.
Oh, I see.
Don't let the power go to your head.
I have the least amount of points, even with
Do
that.
Let the
Well, yeah,
hate
you took away
consume
points.
you.
Yeah, I am behind by 2 points, even by doing that. That's why I did. I was like, I
Who's
could give
in
myself
lead?
3 points and still be last. I'm gonna continue giving points through the episodes. It's not just news anymore, but most of them will probably be handed out during this section. I'll reveal points at the end of the episode before the next game is announced. Because who knows? Maybe you'll say something funny or something that makes me remove points. Asmon
How
Gold,
the
you get
fuck
100
would
points if
I,
you
of
clean your
all
room.
people- How would I, of all people, say something funny?
I mean, you're tied for second.
Shut the fuck up.
You're funnier than
Minus
me.
2 points.
Candy Cane has shared a file with you. Do you trust them? Download it here or clear. What is
It's the
video?
Funkies.
What is?
All right. Fancy,
Oh,
Yeah.
you made us play a game.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 1 point.
emphasis on
I'm kidding.
that.
I'm kidding. Give us a quick rundown of the game. It could be plot, it could be mechanic, however you want to describe the game. Give it.
So, first Fire Emblem released in the US starts out. You are whatever you named your character and whatever gender you set your character to be.
Is this a Pokemon?
Am I
No.
a Pokemon?
1 point for awkwardness. Okay, yes, we're good.
What was I? You wake up on the plains, and
Wake
then
up.
Lynn's there, and she's like, "Hey, I'll bring you back to health." And then she does that and get attacked by bandits. And then, oh, you're a tactician. You know how to tell me what to do. And then you do that. Then, she finds out she's descendant of royalty, and then you got to go save her grandpa. And Kent and Sane show up, and they're like, "Hey, we're knights. We're gonna go help you." And then there's
really
other
inept.
people. That's it.
Except the knights are also really inept, and the dude tries to use a spear against somebody with an axe, which I still like. I'll get on. When we're talking about it, I'll talk about it.
Game.
Are we allowed to speak freely on the game?
Yes.
There's also the weapon triangle.
Which is my
triangle.
okay. I will say I am somebody who has a background in martial arts. I have about 6 years in Taekwondo. I'm a first degree black belt.
Show off.
When
1
it comes
point.
to so okay, I am not somebody who is an expert with weapons. But what I can tell you is, as somebody with a general passing and mostly interested knowledge of weapons, there is the weapon triangle being sword beats axe, axe beats spear, spear beats sword. The biggest issue I have with that is literally axe does not beat spear. Like spear
Yeah, it
beats
does
everything.
because it can
in
break the spear in half.
Yeah, but
historically, that
I
did
can
not happen
stab
very
you
often.
before you get to me.
Yeah,
I can keep you away with the butt of my spear. I can just like, no, you can't reach me.
I would like to note when it comes to medieval combat, spear hafts are really, really thick, and most axes were not made for chopping wood. Like I get that like the axes in Fire Emblem are kind of like oversized sometimes, but like all things considered, most spear combat is less about like this is how you hit your opponent and more about this is how you don't get grappled and attacked, because like realistically you know how to attack your opponent. It's a spear, you stab them.
Yes. Like is it Shad University? That's like the YouTube weapon
Shadiversity.
Shadiversity.
Unfortunately, but he's unfortunately a chud now, so we
yes,
we
but I am going
Skalagrim in this house now.
Yes, which is sad because he's also a part of a group that I like, and it's like, no, this group is slowly being eaten apart because a lot of their guests are like not great people. It's
What
like
group is it?
EFAP.
Oh, EFAP.
I like the main three, but like they have so many problematic people on their show, including heels versus babyface, which is the pronouns
Ooh.
yelling about pronouns guy.
Fucking pronouns.
I want to be immersed in your game, and surprise, fucking pronouns. You're boring. Yeah, that guy. You're boring.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah. Yeah, that guy
God.
is. Yeah, it sucks.
I hate that made his career. That's the worst part about that. Like, he was literally nobody before the pronouns thing. Nobody had ever heard about this man before that, I think.
People did, but it was much more of a smaller thing where like it's kind of like how only recently did SS Sniper Wolf actually become mainstream and a me number one. A lot of people who
Yeah.
had known of her were like, yeah, no, she's problematic. But then it took Jax Films to do something to make people realize. That's what happened with him. He'd been around forever, but he was more in like the really
The fringe
weird
communities.
fringe community of like Star Wars is only about women and therefore Star Wars bad group.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Star Wars is woke.
So
the
he's
group.
basically like the wings of redemption of pronouns.
That
is
is
what
a,
I'm gathering.
that is a good way of saying it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But anyway, the reason why I brought up Shadowversity is because the one thing that you cannot deny about him is he is true when he says, surprisingly, when it comes to weapon fighting, a lot of things can't beat big stick. Just
Yeah.
a big stick
Yeah,
is
that's
really
true.
fucking good.
Because range is the most important thing about melee combat, and that's the funniest thing I could say about melee combat.
Yeah.
Is if you are fighting a duel, the person with the longer weapon generally wins. That's why rapiers became very universal in French dueling in like the 1500s, and even up until like when you look at historical weapon designs and how they changed, dueling swords got longer and more like exquisite handles, and then it got to the point to where nobody fucking duels anymore with swords. So now all
Shoot
swords
each other.
are now everybody just shoots each other. So now the only swords we use are for cavalry, and those are just curved like basic swords that we make really pretty. That's it. Because like cavalry sabers are, I think, the ending of swords being used in combat. And even at that, like cavalry sabers, are effectively just more or less what's the word, like decorative in a lot of ways. Speaking of, I bought at a convention a Confederate sword because it is just very funny to me to think about some random Confederate man rolling in his grave knowing that a trans woman owns his sword. I bought it from like a flea market. I don't even think it's the real deal, but but like also the person who sold it to me looked like he was about to die. So
You want the sword?
pretty much.
Was my
Oh,
racist great grandfather.
Speaking further on Fire Emblem, I also just wanted to say, I appreciate the combat mechanics as somebody who likes turn-based tactical RPGs where placement is very important. The things I did like a lot were like the terrain system. I actually did like that a lot. And as well, the system, once it stopped holding my hand, was very easy to use and really easy to understand, which is a point in its favor, honestly. The only thing I didn't quite like is how hands off the actual combat of the system feels, because you really don't have a say in what happens. It just happens. It just plays a cutscene,
Yeah.
which stylistically works. I mean, for what it's doing. Like, I already selected my attack, but you know.
Okay, but that sprite work is
The sprite work
stuff.
in this game is really good for its time period.
Yes, especially in those the fighting cutscenes where just random rolls are made to see if things hit or not. some of the animations of everyone like charging up their power is like really fucking good.
Well, even
And the
like
Yeah, it looks
critical
like
hit
something
the,
I've seen.
animations.
Huh?
like the horses just have like idle things that they do.
Yes.
Mhm.
I think my favorite
It
charge up
looks like
one. Sorry.
it looks like something I'd see in an indie game today. Actually, like it genuinely looks like really good for its time period.
Yeah, I think my favorite one of those animations for the when you're fighting is of the see, I knew this would happen. I gave everyone nicknames, and now it's only the nicknames in my head. So Florida,
Okay, Florida.
yeah,
Pegasus Knight.
yeah, the Pegasus Knight, yeah, her attacking is really cool. I like those animations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old man. I forget what his name is, but he's just heavy armor. He's got like a very regular person name though.
Wallace?
Yeah,
Wallace,
Wallace.
yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh yeah, every time I controlled him, I would always make Wallace Gromit jokes.
Yeah.
Just like
Sir Wallace.
the way his huge
Wednesday.
armor was, whenever he'd like take a step in those little fights, the whole screen would shake. And also the dude has an axe with a like an auto retracting chain attached to it. He like Blades of Chaoses you with a whole human sized battle axe. Just chucks that at you and then
Damn, I didn't think about that game. Sorry, I'm points guy over here. I keep track of points. It's fine.
Hey, can you give love a point?
You're sure. You're the first person to ask for someone else to have a point. Sure. They're in the lead already, but you know what? They get one.
Yeah.
They're gonna get surprise bonus points as well.
There's bonus stars?
Oh, of course there are.
Yeah, man.
Fancy, you'll find them later, but you have hit them too.
Oh boy.
Elaine and I have not.
You're
Which is
so-
funny because I know
Hey,
what mine
Dusty,
is. They're not
before-
surprise for me, but I'm still like I'm only gonna bring the thing up if
Hey,
it's,
hey, Dusty,
sense.
before he hits his bonus stars, could you remove a point from Lad? Actually.
No.
I already asked that.
Yeah, you gotta
Just to be
remember
a
rules.
dick.
No.
You're so whiny about me having points and the whole point system. I don't know. Yeah, you just don't sound very
hey,
the
guys,
points don't
the
matter.
will
They're
of the
just a
wheel.
fun thing that you get to
Yeah.
use later.
I actually I have to be
It's a
right
special
back.
mouse
Hold on.
tool that will help us later.
I actually I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
She's
No, you
about
won't.
to shit her pants.
No, my grandma's calling me, and I cannot.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah.
she's in
Yeah.
hospice right now. I can't just let that be.
You good, babe?
Unplugs cord, plugs in Game Boy.
I'm sorry, Grandma.
I'm sorry, Grandma. My double A's need recharged. Or did the Game Boy run on double A's, or was that C's at that point? I forget.
No, the Game Boy did not run on C.
I was gonna say. Well, I asked because I
it was
have
double A's.
I have a little game from that time, and it runs on 4 C's.
That's terrifying.
I got this. Have you seen my Pac-Man game?
I don't think so.
I have two. I have two of these things. I have two Macy's magazine special mobile Pac-Man games from like '83. I did not, and yeah, they're like not rare, but like they're also not easy to find, and somehow I have two of them. Well, actually, no, I have two of them. My parents had one, or my mom had one when she was little, so I have theirs. I have my mom's one, and then I was just at Goodwill one day for $5. I saw one. I was like, "You have no idea what you have." These things in good shape are like $100, and I just found this thing.
Just reminds me of when we saw that original NES in Goodwill and then left and we're gonna come back to get it and it was gone because that guy sniped it out from
Yeah,
around.
that was before. The reason why we left it is that was before I like really knew electronics. So I was like, well, maybe I'll come back get it, but we couldn't get it to work. If you remember,
Yeah, I remember.
they even had a
Yeah,
game for us to
I'm back.
try, and we couldn't get it to work. But that guy probably knew what he was doing.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
You're okay. But yeah, now I'm pretty. Now I would just buy it because that thing was like $20. Even if now it's like
Would you
it,
just
put it
buy
on
it?
the shelf. Oh, in like early high school, Fancy and I passed up on a NES at Goodwill.
Oh, dude, yeah, you should have bought that.
Yeah, but they had a game for us to
Think
try and
about
we
that.
couldn't get it to work. And because I was much younger at that point, I didn't know what I was doing. So like now I'm willing to open up consoles all the time and try to fix it. But like I said,
Yeah,
nowadays,
that-
even if I couldn't, it's a nice thing to have on the shelf, just like I have a old dead Commodore VIC-20 on my shelf.
There was another guy there watching us trying to get it to work, and we left, and we think he bought it after we left.
Yeah. He was like, these fucking kids. They know what they have, but they don't know what they have.
I think I still have a SNES somewhere in my room.
I bought my mom one of those remade ones that are made to.
The minis?
No, it's not an official Nintendo one. It's just one of those aftermarket consoles that play them.
Oh yeah, the good ones.
Did any of you guys have the joysticks, the plug and plays?
Of course, I had the Pac-Man and
I have a
Mrs.
Pac-Man
ones.
one.
I had the one that
somewhere.
has like all the arcade classics on it, and then I also had the SpongeBob one.
Oh, the SpongeBob penis nose. Let's go.
Oh my-
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
have the what was it? The
Oh, that reminds me. My dad gave me his Nintendo 64.
Wow, what a trust fund kid over here.
What?
What game? What game did you what game do you like playing on the N64?
Did you have the
I have two games that I have. I have Star Wars Episode 1 Racer and Pac-Man Namco Museum thing. Has Dick Dug and all them on there.
I remembered it. Did you have the Spider-Man penis one?
No.
The
No.
penis the actual cock joystick one.
The only plug and play ones I had Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, and a ripoff Wii.
Oh,
I got it for Christmas. We
Speaking
did
of
not buy that.
Wii-
We actually used that one a lot. We had fun.
Speaking of the Wii, did you ever play any of the Wii Spyro games?
No.
You know, the ones
you gotta
that
waggle the
sucked.
nunchuck.
The ones that sucked. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
I'm
There's
just
no way to
thinking-
make an RPG fun on the Wii
I-
without using motion
I
controls.
guarantee that the Spyro games that you got from McDonald's, where you're just going through a maze, is more fun than that. And
I
I
had
hope
one of
my
those.
awoken memories for someone.
No, I had one of those. The
I had the
Spyro
one where
McDonald's
you-
game. I had
Yeah.
that one.
They
I'm
also
gonna,
had-
I had the Crash Bandicoot one
I'm
too.
gonna tell you guys a secret.
What?
So
Secret. I've got a secret.
one of the handful of games that I ever regularly played with my current roommate was the Wii version of Crash of the Titans. The Crash Bandicoot game that I don't think anyone likes.
Wait, is that
Or
the one where he
Crash.
has tattoos?
Yeah.
Sweet.
The one where he's got tattoos and he's wearing like Jinko jeans. And he looks like a little hyena instead of a bandicoot, really.
Boogada-ba. Boogada-ba. Boogada-ba.
Yeah, so I played the heck out of that game and I actually
Buck the
really
bum.
enjoyed it.
I mean,
I thought it was a lot of fun.
everyone has that game that no one thinks is good, but you had when you were a kid.
Okay, but
Everybody
like
had those days.
historically, I have terrible taste.
I wouldn't say you have
Love-
terrible taste. I would say you have interesting taste.
So, love, here's the thing. There's an alternate reality not too distant from our own where it was Haze that was your main game instead of Halo. So,
That would be pretty distant.
I mean,
it's
again,
just the reality where you got a PS3 instead of an Xbox 360.
I chose the wrong one. Fuck.
I had an original Xbox first.
My game is that is as you all know, Call of Duty Ghosts. Very informative. Love that game. Everyone hates it. I love that fucking game.
I mean, it was one of the good Call of Duties, so I'm gonna be honest. I also liked its maps.
I
It said
did-
good maps.
I did too. That game had the best DLC ever. I can't believe I'm not getting bonus points for this. I chose the wrong thing. Anyway.
See, what you need to do is just You know what, Dusty? Give yourself points.
You know what? I'll take it. How many points?
2.
Roll a
the
d20.
No, don't roll.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't have a D. Actually, I do have a D20. Hold on.
I have a
do. I
D20.
do. Hold on.
Is it spin down? Because if it's spin down, then it's not a good. Hold on, I have to ask.
It's not
Oh.
spin down because it's for the actual.
I actually
he was
have
gonna
my
play
D&D dice
D&D.
next to me because one day we're going to play D&D,
Okay, so
apparently.
it's a D&D.
Yeah.
Well,
You
I
know
have
what?
I have
Can
an
I select
entire...
a TTRPG? Could
I also
for the-
have the same set of dice.
Yeah, just different colors. We all went to the
Different
same
colors.
place and chose dice. Mine are blue and orange because those are my colors.
So, Dusty, now I have a question for you.
D20. I get 15 points. I'm the fucking lead now.
No. Well,
So,
fuck
Dusty, I have
you.
to ask you, do you could I select a TTRPG as my game for the week?
No,
What?
No,
No,
those are
No.
it's a video game podcast.
Yeah, no. The closest thing is a CRPG, I would say.
which I'm already really iffy on.
Yes.
CRPGs. So, like, the reason you guys aren't going to be forced to play Dragon Age or Divinity is because those are like 60-hour games.
So here's the thing. None of us are so into board games that we have a board game backlog. So I'm not going to allow board games, that kind of thing.
Okay, but like, I do actually have
Well,
a TTRPG
you're just-
backlog.
You also dress like a librarian, so I don't want to.
It says
And you
the-
dress like a band
Yeah, it
teacher.
says
Oh.
the
That's
band
true.
teacher.
We're made for each other, love.
At least I am not.
We're the faculty that
old.
gets caught in the.
In the teacher's lounge, making out.
Yo,
You two are hitting on each other in front of the students at the vending machine.
The water cooler.
do we get like inappropriately too? Like
Oh no!
you know, like the people that like just don't look over their shoulders whenever they're like saying really weird shit. You know exactly what kind of person I'm talking about too, right? Like the people who like will absolutely talk about things that are
Unfortunately.
not appropriate to talk about, and while they're doing so, not even have the self-awareness to check around before saying this shit.
Let's get back to the game. We have not
Yeah.
talked about that for a little bit. Not that this, to be honest, not that there's much to talk about.
Whoa.
It's a-
It is a kind of not intensive game in terms of gameplay.
Yeah, and it's very light on story, so it's mostly mechanics,
Well-
and mechanics is
Well, it's not
Greg-
that it's light on story. It's just we just didn't get to experience.
I mean, we
I'm-
played a quarter of it, and the story is lady finds me passed out in the lawn. We go, all of a sudden, she finds out grandpa, goes to grandpa, saves grandpa. That's the story. Meet friends on the way.
You
I'm
also got
also-
like a bunch of the friends killed. So
I did. Only 4 people survived. Me
Jesus,
would not.
Jesus, Dusty, you are a terrible strategist. You are a horrible tactician.
It was.
She wakes you up and she's like, "Oh, you're a tactician," and you just look sideways like,
sure.
I don't know about
"Yeah."
that.
I love it because the lore in mine is we kept meeting new people, but the party only ever shrank really. So we'd come across a person and we'd all be covered in blood, pantsing, and they're like, "Can I join you?" And they're like, "You're doomed."
I don't know why you want to join us. But
7 dead, 0 found.
I believe if I remember right, the winning team was Wallace, of course, the main lady. Then it
Lynn.
was what?
I imagine she
Lynn.
Yeah, it was Lynn,
did Florina
Wallace.
survive for you?
What?
Did Florina live? Florida?
No,
Oh.
she bravely sacrificed herself to get everyone weapons. She did. At the same time, a bunch of people's weapons broke, but I was in an area where at the bottom of the map there was a store, so I had her fly down, buy stuff, and fly back. And as she was passing things out, she died.
She had a heart attack while she was
She-
passing out the swords.
Oh no, she would. Oh no, it was. the lore in my mind is because she got shot down by arrows. So she got shot down and everyone's weapons fell into their hand. It's like, oh, thanks.
Her
She
last
dropped
act.
loot.
Yeah.
It's like the Minecraft, all the loot scattering.
And the world slowed down. The camera was on top, and it was the Minecraft Fallen Kingdom style, slowly falling down to the ground.
The Minecraft story mode thing with a
The
pig
pork
died.
chop.
Yeah, the pork chop.
It's a horse mask.
Oh.
So
Turns out the horse was not actually a Pegasus, like a real Pegasus. Those aren't real. It was just some random dude with a fetish in a suit.
oh,
All I can think about is Puss in Boots 2, where they're firing all the baby unicorn horns. Oh, that's what they do.
so
You're not gonna shoot a puppy, are you?
Yeah, in the face. Watch.
as you guys know, I have tended to give my notes for these games some kind of strange name that at least probably somewhat shares the letters or theme of the original.
Yes, I didn't take much notes because there was not really a reason to.
Yeah, I'm getting to that part. So, previously we had Hey, HAAAYYYZEE. Hey.
Hazy?
Human Become Detroit. Deus Ex Asshole Divided. I couldn't come up with anything good for this one, so it's Furry Embolism. Enjoy
Taste
that.
come.
It was what?
Furry what?
Furry Embolism.
Oh. I
So
wish I was having
I'm-
a pulmonary embolism right now.
I'm gonna be honest. About 2-3 chapters in, I kind of started just skipping the dialogue.
You didn't miss much.
Straight up. Well,
The one who don't like reading read it, and you did not
I-
miss much.
the font was hurting my eyes, and I was getting
Yes.
bored because I have the attention span of a 2-year-old child these days.
The font is
You know-
almost unreadable. There's the kerning is wrong, and
what
there's
it
weird
is.
spaces, and it's the drop shadow.
It's
and
the weird spacing plus the drop shadow. That's the
the
problem.
drop shadow is the same thickness as the 1 pixel spacing between everything. So there's
Yeah.
just weird shadows.
I'm just gonna share this for the record. I played it on a Game Boy on a cartridge, and I didn't have
That's
problems
because it's
reading.
tiny.
Yeah, it
So,
works
lad,
better on a tiny screen.
I'm also going to say
That-
I am the resident reads everything because they're a nerd person. I also didn't read it all.
Oh my
I
God.
started TLDRing that
You know-
shit very soon.
Fancy, I think you'd agree. I get a point for actually reading. I get it. I get a
Yes,
point.
Yeah.
you get
One
a
who
point
hates
for
reading
reading.
red.
it.
Oh my God.
I think you and I were the only people that read it.
I
started
lost
reading,
a year of my
and then
life
I
doing it.
realized. Well, so it was like I started reading, and then I realized if I'm reading all of this, I'm not going to be able to beat the game in the allotted time because I
So-
had straight up less allotted time
yeah.
than all of you.
That's something we should bring up. We only played the Lin portion.
Yeah.
First 10 chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I at least got to read all the evil plot parts and the racism.
Yeah, there's
Anyway,
racism.
I read
here's my
enough
notes.
to know that the horse dudes find Lin really hot, but your character, despite being a woman, no. They're just like, oh, and you. It's like, wow.
Yeah, they don't really.
It's just the one night dude that's hot for any woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hello,
he does
my
that
fair
to any
maiden,
woman
and
you get in your party, pretty much.
Okay, so tutorial takes a while. To be exact, 10 chapters.
Yes.
Gameplay loop is fine.
The
I don't
gameplay
think it's
loop
bad.
is 2
Like-
chapters worth of gameplay, stretched out 5 times as long.
Well, here's what I mean, right? Like, the weapon triangle is all right.
It works for the game.
And, actually being smarter about the game than I was when I was younger, I kept Florina alive the whole time, and she was a very active participant in combat.
She was until I needed her to sacrifice herself for the team.
In fact, the only person who I got killed was Urk, and it's because I wasn't paying attention.
Irk. R.I.P. Urk died the moment I got Wallace. So it was, I can't believe I lost my big guy. Then on the trail, we met another big guy. It's like, thank God.
I
Carrying
think
his
you're
dead
thinking of
body.
Dorcas.
Yeah. No,
Oh, yeah,
Urk
no,
is
Urk-
Urk is the dark wizard.
Yes, you are right. Urk just got shot. He was in the front of the
So,
party because I was being
How
an
did
idiot.
how did you tug along a whole like clan of like mountain dragon people? Oh wait,
So
that's Burke. My bad.
yeah, no. So long story short, I moved him into position and had him blast fire on somebody, and then I did not pay enough attention to realize that moved him into position to be surrounded by 3 other enemies.
Yeah.
And so they just kind of ganged up on him and kicked the shit out of him.
I'm picturing like the Piper Perry meme, but with Urk in the middle.
Who was the
I think the
healer?
JoJo one.
What was her name?
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah.
Sarah. And then what's the name of the horse archer?
Wrath.
Wrath and
Dusty's
Sarah
good
ended up
point
being
for
my
forgetting everybody's
MVPs.
names.
No, they survived.
I
Sarah
almost-
was elite party leader. She was in the front at all times. For some reason, no one would attack her.
Why
It
did
was
you-
amazing. No
Why
one
did
would
you
attack
put
her.
the healer in the.
And no one would attack her.
They were observing the Geneva Convention.
Yes. My actual tactic the last half of the game was Sarah's out front, and then Wrath was behind, so he was always within range.
Using
of the
her
enemy.
as cover.
Yes, I was using her as human shield, and it was working, and it was amazing. And then Wallace and Lynn were there. They helped.
So
And me, I was there. I was
Sarah
probably asleep in the grass again.
didn't see a lot of use for me. I think by the time I was done, she was only level 2 or 3.
Oh.
I don't remember anyone's level.
And then let's see, next note. Lots of talking. So much talking.
So
And
bright.
it's like that thing where it's like they've been talking for 2 hours and they're like, oh, and also when I begin and then they just stop and turn to look at you and go, hi, you should hear this too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to include you.
Evil plot is very evil and plot.
Yeah.
And plot.
Yes. It's
Great uncle wants to kill brother. For
I'm
castle.
great uncle and I'm going to slowly, incredibly slowly poison my brother to death in a way that will absolutely not backfire at all, and at the speed it's going will definitely have no way of failure. Oh wait, my great niece
Great
survived. Uh-oh, I better send the most inept people possible after her.
Yeah, they're always like,
Let me
I'm
send
the
my
last
army
one.
of
I will stop you,
dumbasses.
and then you just kick their butt.
And then, of course, there's the dude, the Linian guy, who the knights are like, oh yeah, if we get to him, he'll help us. And then you get there and he's like, oh, I didn't expect you to look so much like a plains folk. She's like, yeah, why wouldn't I?
Plains folk, I have one of those.
And he's like, well, I mean, if you would just admit to being a stupid savage, I guess I could help you. And she's like, no, I'm pretty proud of where I grew up, actually. And then he gets the internal monologue of stupid, prideful bitch. I know that's not what he actually says, but that's what he implies.
bitch.
If only she had cried even just a little, I would have helped her.
If this game was rated M, do you think he'd have called her a slur?
Probably.
100
He wanted
points.
to say it.
It's like
1,000 points to the first person who's able to make me cry in the podcast. 1,000 points.
Cry.
Also,
Cry.
1,000 points for the person that makes me shit my pants.
well, okay, so I can make you
Call of
shit
Duty
your pants
Ghosts
right
is the
now,
worst game ever made.
Dusty.
I'm okay with that.
Dusty.
Yeah.
I can make you shit your pants right now because you just lost the game.
God damn it. Everyone
Last
lost
night.
the game. Everyone listening to
deserves
this
to
lost
lose a
the game.
point.
I'm so sorry.
Love deserves to lose a point for that.
You
Yes,
know what?
I agree.
Plus
No.
1 point to the game.
No.
You deserve to lose a point.
Everybody
for
who lost the
purposefully
game
making
should lose
everyone
a
You know
lose.
what's funny about giving the game a point? Every single time I look at this point chart now, I lose the game.
You do. You've done that to yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
my-
to be fair, I never forgot the game. So the last time I lost the game was years ago.
my exact wording of it was, the Linean guy is racist, like super racist, and probably classist.
He's probably like
Yeah, probably.
bitch, honestly. You think he
Uh,
watches cuck porn?
Yes.
It doesn't exist yet. He's the inventor of it, though.
He is
He's
the
the
OG
inventor
cuck.
of cuck porn.
He is cuck member number 1.
He's cuck alpha.
Fuck Zero.
Cuck zero. My brain just put it together.
I don't get it.
Like Patient
Coke.
Zero.
Oh,
Oh, I was thinking
Yeah.
Coke Zero.
Well,
Yeah,
that,
I
that
was
works
thinking-
too. Whatever you think is
It's
funny.
a double entendre of Coke and cuck.
I'm
I
gonna
was
have to
thinking
Photoshop a
Patient Zero,
cuck
but-
zero can now, aren't I?
I
What
may
are
or
you
may
even
not be
gonna
working on that
possibly
right
use
now.
for the
Do
art
it.
of that? What are you even
What do you-
possibly?
What do you mean? I get a Coke can that like a zero sugar Coke can. I take away the word Coca-Cola and I find a generic cursive font and put cuck. It's that's a simple one actually.
Okay, I figured you were gonna pick one of the like the cans with a graphic on it. And I was
No, like
what
I could even make it simpler and do a box of a 12-pack of them, so I'm just photoshopping the box. Just a can of
Finding
Cuck
one
Zero.
where it's rotated the correct way is the worst.
Maybe you
Just
can
gonna-
find a NASCAR driver drinking Cuck Zero.
well, that's already cuck zero.
That is true. Danny Hamlin's a cuck. That's my own driver. That's the one I like, and I called him a cuck. I'm so sorry, Danny. When you leave, I won't be a NASCAR fan anymore. I don't like any of these young men.
This makes me think of,
I hate them.
You don't like young men?
How dare you make me feel bad? All these NASCAR drivers are my age. Fuck you for doing something with your life.
Makes me think of being a teenager and going to Myrtle Beach. And the biggest thing about Myrtle Beach is like a bunch of Marine veterans that go there and stuff. Like their families go there because like it's just a place that they can go to very quickly. But like I remember I was like Myrtle Beach, where half the people here are cucks and the other half of their family are veterans. Which kind of narrows it down.
Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle
South Carolina.
Turtle?
South Carolina. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Kill
That
me.
really does not work in this context.
What do you mean? South Carolina.
That's Alabama.
I hate my wife.
Wait, did you say I hit or I hate?
They both work.
Both
work.
work. Love wins.
I have a beer in that one hand and my wife's ass in the other. Big truck.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's
can't
like-
distinguish that from any other country song. Good job.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You're the next. What's his name? What's any of their names?
Yeah, I don't know. You're barking up the wrong tree. Here.
Yeah. I'm the last one in my family who's not into country music. My sister's into it now.
I think my dad's the last person in my family who listens to country music. So
We all moved to Texas, and my sister has let herself change. She's now
should have been a cowboy.
no.
I should have learned to rope and ride. What's that one song? There was one country song you liked that we did on the bus that one time.
Talk about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one song because it's funny to sing. I just want to talk about me. All right,
That's
And it's
Toby
true.
Keith.
that's the one song.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I was gonna say, is he fucking dead? Is that
Yeah,
Solo
he-
Cup guy?
Yeah.
That's two songs. I'll give him 1 point for Solo Cup.
1 point for Toby Keith.
Yeah, you know what? We already gave a point to two famous people, Toby Keith.
Can we give a point to Steve Jobs for Ligma balls?
No, Steve Jobs is dead and he deserves to be dead. -1 point.
Minus
He gets
one.
a negative 1 point.
him and
I
Aspen Gold.
can't- But I can't believe that he died of Ligma. You know,
Who's
While
Steve Jobs?
I'm giving negative
Lick my
points.
balls.
Who was the guy who died playing Overwatch?
oh, too mad.
Too mad.
Two man.
He also deserves negative.
Okay,
points.
but like further on the pronouns in Paper Mario thing, there was somebody else who did the Brianna Gay thing where they said, "This is my girlfriend. We do knife play," which is like insanely fucked up. But there were people in his like replies being like, "Don't play Overwatch."
Do we the slightly political, but do we give police -1 point for earlier?
Yes.
All right.
What are these effectively inanimate participants going to do with their points?
Oh, like
Are
I
we going
said,
to have, like,
every 20th
enemy
episode, we're gonna have a
characters?
game, and all the points will actually do something. The
Oh,
points
boy.
will do something, but also you can
20th episode?
you can spend points. There's a shop.
Could I spend 2 points to remove 1 point from love?
What? No,
You know what? You know
that's
what?
not fair.
You know what?
It's
Can
a
I-
poor conversion rate.
You know what? That's tempting. That's the Uno +1 of this podcast.
Dusty, can I give you a point to double what she did and send it back at her?
But that would
So
also
you lose
cost
2
you
points,
4.
and I get a point. You lose
No.
2 points, and she.
I
loses
give
4.
you a point. I give you a point. She loses 4.
So it's the
It's-
Uno
I
reverse.
just hit her with
No.
I hit her with the Uno reverse.
Wait, so
No,
wait, so
I tried.
you give me a
I-
dollar.
I-
That's
and then I'll get a
quadruple what I'm
dollar.
doing to you. I'm removing 1 point, and it's costing me
And then I
2.
get the other
Yeah.
dollar.
I'm stabbing myself in the chest.
I'm giving Dusty more of a lead. I'm sacrificing my chance of
You got
winning
15 points
to
from
hit
each
you
one.
with the +2 card.
I am in
Dusty's
the lead
so
by
far in the
10
lead.
points right now.
Dusty,
Don't
don't
worry
forget
about
what I did for you. Don't forget what I did for you.
You made him lose the game.
No. Well, now we just
Forever?
lost the game again, by the way. But no, the whole D20 for how many points you get.
No.
That wasn't you.
That was me. I told him to roll a D20.
Oh. Oops.
I think I deserve to do better than this.
It was worth a shot.
I'm
It was
a
worth a
winner.
shot to just ping you for 1 damage. I just had to tap 2 red to do it.
How much land did you use to make me roll a D20?
Well, I didn't use any resources. It was a free action.
Damn.
Just like crying.
Yeah,
What
crying
about
is a
crying?
free action. in
Are we
D&D.
going to
Crying is
talk
a
more
friend.
about Fire Emblem?
What
or-
else
Yeah,
is there
well,
to talk about?
Well,
I got
I
interrupted.
don't know. I'm just wondering.
I
If we're getting off topic.
I think we're just bullshitting at this point. We're talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm passing out points still. We're trying to take some away. Police
That's fine.
-1 point. Funny, haha. You guys fighting over what I should do to fuck over another person reminded me of. I don't know if you heard me, but it reminded me of a sketch from one of the. I think it was Game Changer or Make Some Noise from Dropout, and it was it was 2 Liam Neesons trying to get each other's daughters back from each other, and there's a point where it's revealed by yes anding that one of the Liam Neesons had 3 daughters while one had 1. So the trade was, you give me your daughter, and then I'll give you this. You give me my daughter, and I'll give you this daughter. But I have another daughter, and for this one, I'll need your other daughter. So you're just never gonna get all 3 of them. Very good.
They're like
very good.
just passing it around, just trading.
That one was animated. Very funny.
I don't know why, but it makes me think of Face Off.
Face.
The
off. You have to do the thing with the
movie-
arm. Face off.
Yeah, the movie with Nick Cage and John
Yeah,
Travolta.
yeah. Nick Cage trying to act like John Travolta and vice versa. One of the
Yeah.
best movies ever. You know what?
I,
Everyone gets a point for Face Off. Everyone gets a point for Face Off. What a weird movie.
I actually kind
love
of
it.
really want to watch that movie again. It was very funny. You know what? That's gonna be your thing for the week, because we actually don't we don't play a game this time. We just watch Face Off.
Is their Face Off the game? If not,
Okay, but
we
that
need
would is that gonna be like one of those straight to DS fucking GeForce games? Is that what I'm? 'Cause that's what
Absolutely.
exactly what it
You-
would sound like.
we are all like 7 years old. We walk into Toys R Us, we look on the shelf, and right next to each other, we've got the We've got the Face Off game, the Wizards of Waverly Place game.
Oh,
Are You Smarter Than a
Attack of
Fifth
the
Grader?
Power
The
of
game.
Juju.
All sorts of those weird ones. What was another one I was thinking of? There was the House game exists on DS.
Wait, House
Has a
MD?
game. Of course it does.
What?
Of course it does.
Yeah, how could I forget that back in that time period, if it was popular, it had a game.
Of
You
course.
think there's a Big Bang Theory game?
Probably.
Probably.
I'm
Googling.
gonna put money on that. Oh, no, I'm not actually gonna do
Big-
that.
Put points on
You
it.
don't have money.
Yeah, could you put points on
That's
it?
fair.
Game. Big
I'll
Game
put
the
a point
Bang.
on
I
that.
almost typed Big Game the Bang.
Big Game.
The video game.
There's a party game.
The big again, I typed the wrong thing. Does the Big Bang Theory, but I typed Big Bang the video game. Big Bang Theory. The Big Bang Theory. Thanks for watching. It doesn't look like it. I'm getting a bunch of joke games on N64. The Big Bang Theory game. The Big
Maybe
Bang
that was
Theory
past the time.
I'm looking. There's a fandom thing here. Fantendo.
There's the party game. There's board games of it. See, that's the thing about Big Bang Theory is Big Bang Theory is for the parents of the nerds who play video games. So
Yeah.
no one who's actually into video games was watching the Big Bang Theory.
Like that time that they definitely were playing Halo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these all look like jokes. So yeah.
That time they said that there was cameras inside of an Aquaman statue, despite the fact that there was no camera that size, and there still barely is one to this day. They just didn't understand tech. They just pointed at one of those like $300 statues you can buy at GameStop of Aquaman. It was like, that's a camera. You've been protected by Aquaman since 2012. And then the characters realized they fucked on that couch. And Sheldon was like, yep. And that was the joke. A better joke that was written in Fallout Equestria about the table. That was a better joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that one was like, wait a minute, they've totally done it on this table. They've totally done it. Anyway, we're all nerds. Fancy has no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
Nope.
Plus 1 point
Fallout
for
Equestria.
Fancy.
Yay.
Fallout Equestria has a
Fair.
TTRPG. Just a reminder about that.
I have never played one of
That's
those.
not what this podcast is about, is it?
I know.
Turpagers you just mentioned.
So I've put a very special file in. I've shared it here in the text.
Ugh, it's gonna ask me if I want to download it, isn't it?
Yeah, you should. It's worth downloading it.
Illustration.png?
Yep.
I don't have Discord open.
No, not
No,
Discord.
it's through this thing.
It's in the
Oh,
voice.
you put it in Video Ninja? Oh my god.
Yeah, you have to download it.
Oh my
Hopefully it's
God.
not malicious, otherwise I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving you all a virus.
Oh my god. Oh
Gotta be
no.
a zip bomb.
What? It's Bonsai Buddy. Oh god.
What?
Is it?
No. No. Oh wait, mine's not done
know.
downloading. That'd be
Mine's
funny
not
if
done
it
either,
was.
so that's why I
If,
was like,
if
is it?
I was able to disguise Bonsai Buddy as a PNG, you all would be screwed.
You guys gotta send it to me because Video Ninja just broke trying to give it to me.
Yeah, no.
It's
This
not
downloading is
downloading
taking
anymore.
forever.
I'm stuck at
yeah.
76.
This 1,000 kilobytes is killing my computer. I think it's Bonsai Buddy.
Yeah, it
I
might
think
be.
you did it.
Yeah, it's fucking Ponzi Buddy.
No,
Love.
Oh my God.
okay, I'm putting
Okay,
it in
which
text
brings me to the
stuff in
game
your
we're playing this
server.
next week. Bonzi, but
You're forced to play Bonsai Buddy.
There you go.
You're
It's
forced
in
to
the text
download-
stuff in your server.
you're
Okay, well,
forced
I
to
can't look
download
at it yet.
Bonzi Buddy.
You could on your phone.
Oh,
that
it's
is-
Touch
Shut the
Zero.
fuck up, bitch.
Just
Can I get a point
It's
for
worth it.
telling him to shut?
It's Cuck
Funky.
Zero.
You should
Oh.
lose a point for misgendering me.
Wait, so in the
I called
text,
I put it in text
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Wait, can I make this an emote on the server?
Why is that
Oh.
your first thought?
Oh, that's funny. It was related to the podcast, so I was going to put an emo.
I didn't.
Do
I
it.
was too lazy to go look for a font, so you get the default cursive font of Clip Studio.
You
I'm
should've
such
used
a
Comic
shitty
Sans.
boyfriend. Fuck, I forgot
Save
to mention it was
image.
podcast day tonight, and my boyfriend tried to call me like 5 times. Shit.
Love, you should have made
Can
it
you
Comic
can you get
Sans.
-3 points for that?
I'll do
You
minus. I'll do
should-
-5 points. I'm a terrible
Yeah,
boyfriend.
you deserve
Yeah.
it.
You should actually -10 yourself for being a terrible boyfriend.
You know what? -15. I lose the D20. I'm such a bad boyfriend. I lost
I
my
love that he
D20.
kept just ramping it up.
I mean,
Like-
deserved.
You know what else
Yeah.
is deserved? We
What?
should neg 200 points to cell phone companies that charge hidden fees. I love that I can hear you typing that.
You know.
You know what? Steve Jobs, too mad, police has been gold, and quote, cell phone companies who charge hidden fees, -1 point.
Oh man, Cuck Zero is too large to be an emoji.
You can always shrink it.
Yeah,
I don't
just
know how to
compress
shrink
it. It's just really, really shittily compressed. Like if we compress it really shittily, it'd be even better. Actually,
I don't know how to shrink
How
it.
small does it say it needs to be?
128 by 128 is what it
Okay, 1
says.
second.
roughly 2 inches bigger than your dick.
Wow.
And- change canvas size. Is it pixels?
Yeah.
He is not a monster. He is my son. Sorry.
Who is also a monster.
Just a Pixels reference, it's fine. Pac-Man and the Pixels and all that,
I
Yes,
just watched that movie, and I'm glad I didn't watch that movie.
I
You
only
gotta
know the
experience
trailers.
Pixels at least once.
No, I don't. I've only seen the trailer. I don't need to.
You haven't actually watched Pixels?
Oh.
I have.
You know what?
You
We're
should
all better
lose
than
a
you.
point.
You would lose
You
a
should-
point for seeing
No.
What?
Fucking
You
Pixels.
you know what?
-1
Actually, hold on.
point.
Hold on. I just thought about something. He's got so much mental fortitude that he was able to sit through all of Pixels and get upset with us for not having watched it. He should get a point for that. There's just it's an admiral.
He's not
amount.
alone in that. I also did that. It's
You
not a
also
good
watched
movie,
Pixels?
but yes, of course I watched
So
Pixels.
why didn't you lose a point?
I don't know.
You didn't actually lose a point. I was joking. You did not lose a point.
You go, lad. I made it small enough. Ignore
you,
the
like-
name of the PNG.
Please tell me you. What did
That's
you?
what it's going in as, you realize it, right?
What is the name of this? I didn't even get to see that.
There we go.
Oh, I was supposed to look at whatever you're doing, but I got
Cock
distracted by
mode.
being a bad boyfriend. Hold on.
I was
It's going-
hoping you'd
it's-
compress it shitty.
It's going in the Gaming Dusty one, or the Collecting Dust one, right? It's
Yeah.
not. Okay.
In general chat.
No, it's in text
No, it's in
stuff.
tech stuff. I'm
Text.
adding it as
What-
a...
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
this
that's
is
where this
important
belongs.
tech stuff.
I again love.
That's going
I'm
in the
gonna
thumbnail.
say this again.
It's going in the
I-
thumbnail. It has
I
to.
was really hoping that you would compress it shittier, like more pixely.
No.
There we go. Cuck mode.
Cuck mode?
Officially in...
Is that a
It's
cucky
an
moat
emoji.
or a moat full of cucks? My castle is protected. I have my cuck.
There you go.
-1 point for cucks. Or it should be +1 point. In our lore, is cuck good or bad?
Look in general chat.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what? I'm calling
Perfect.
it. Cucks are actually good. +1
I'm
point
gonna,
for cucks.
I'm gonna
Plus
die.
1 point for cucks. This is already the top emoji in collecting dust, by the way.
You know,
What can I say? I'm out here doing God's work.
you know what Kojima, Red Digit, and Toby Keith have in common? They all got 1 point, just like cucks.
Yep.
I don't like them being next to.
What?
This is my face as I drink Coke.
I'm gonna
Can
need
we-
to
can we-
commission art of Dusty drinking cuck.
Can we -1 puddle of mud for the really
Well, okay.
the really bad cover of About a Girl?
Dusty, hear me out.
Yes.
Do you need art of him
What's that
drinking it,
making?
or do you need art of him sitting in the corner of a room watching someone else drink it?
No. Here's an even
No.
here's an even deeper cut. I need a can of cuck drinking me.
No.
There you go. That's what
I like the idea of like a picture of Dusty in the corner while Delta's drinking a cuck.
No, I deserve it after what I pulled tonight. He's allowed his can of cuck tonight.
Open an ice cold can of Cuck Zero.
We all on shrooms. I love this episode. This is my new favorite episode. I love it.
My favorite's the one where they talk about Cuck Zero for a long time.
You guys are gonna love it until I say that we're playing Hatred this week.
Is that what we're playing?
No.
What's Hatred?
No, Hatred's the really bad game.
No, yeah. After
The
that,
really
we're gonna
bad
be playing
game? Is it worse than
Cotter's
Haze?
Revenge.
No, like bad
Yes.
as what it's about.
Yes, it is bad. It's like if Postal was not made ironically.
Yeah,
I mean, that'd be interesting to talk about.
I'm
Yeah,
not playing it.
but,
I don't
also-
wanna be
if it's
on a
recommended,
list.
you fucking will.
Hatred is the next one I was gonna joke about was Cotter's Revenge.
That's the season finale. When we know we're gonna stop, we'll do Hatred.
Custer's Revenge. My bad.
Oh God,
Mustard's Revenge.
I'm not playing Custer's Revenge.
No. Well, Custer's Revenge is literally just a game that is about. Can I say this on
It's
YouTube?
a racist and porn game.
Yeah.
A racist
For
porn
the
game?
It's a
Atari.
racist porn game. Yeah.
For
For
what?
the Atari.
Oh, for
I'm
the
pretty sure it's for
Atari?
the Atari.
Yeah, it was a very old game. It was one of the first most controversial games to ever release. Because it's also, I think, a non-con. Well, it is a non-con game.
I love the firsts of anything. Like, do you know what could
Yeah.
arguably be the first viral thing ever?
Keyboard Cat?
No, way
Oh.
before that. This is like the 70s, something like that.
Oh,
And it's a state that a lot of us were recently in. Good
Are you about to
old
talk about the?
Oregon,
I live here.
and that would be the infamous exploding whale.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the.
Oh.
That is one of the, because literally other countries were like, "Did you fucking see what America did? Of course that would happen. They blow up a fucking morons."
Speaking
that was
speaking
Oregon.
of stuff that happened in Oregon, have you guys ever heard about the Oregon masturbation massacre?
Pretty
Thank
sure I
you
would
all
know.
for watching the game.
Yeah.
The what?
Okay, so
Let's leave off on that. Let's just cut it right there.
So like, yeah, my brain. I'm that just that sentence is giving me a headache.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's happening.
So technically, I don't think anybody died. He actually just got really, really high, and he was about to be kicked out of somewhere for like indecent exposure because he was like actually just masturbating. And then like it took 15 cops to subdue him, and he beat most of their asses.
Do we plus or minus a point from that guy?
I think plus. Are you kidding me? That's hilarious.
You know,
I think it was
based
math
on
that he was
what
doing.
police got, he does probably deserve a plus for standing against them.
Hell yeah! I mean, we already gave police a -1. We would be, we would be going against our own rules if we didn't.
Why did you
Yeah.
share an image of Custer's Revenge?
What? Who did what?
Dusty needed
No.
to see it. He
Yeah,
didn't
I don't know
know.
what's happening. What this is?
It's in
What does it
tech,
look like
It's in
to
tech
you?
stuff.
Uh,
Don't describe it.
Do not describe this. I do not think we could talk about this on YouTube.
okay, I'm going to describe this.
No.
Imagine you're in, I don't know,
The desert.
Ohio,
Of course, it's Ohio.
It's Ohio. Yeah, you know, the Ohio desert.
guy.
Yes, one of the very few states that has 0 desert, not even a beach.
The Ohio desert. Listen, that's the joke. So, the Ohio desert. Then you have a pink ant in a hat.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he does not look good. Yeah, I think this game came out on the Atari. People were whacking it to bees back then.
Her back is broken.
Yeah.
Yes,
Holy shit. I mean, it would,
it was about to get blown out. So
you have
sorry.
the Pink Panther in a other hat.
Yeah. That is the
Yeah.
Pink Panther.
Is that a pink shark?
He's got his Pink Panther out.
I think it's like a handkerchief or something.
It's like a neckerchief.
What?
Neck.
That's why I said
Minus 1
handkerchief.
buff for that.
No, handkerchief is in the pocket. This goes. It's like what Fred wears around his neck with his ascot.
An ascot.
That's called an ascot.
No, the ascot's the shirt.
No, it's the neck thing.
The N-word.
I did not say the end. Do not.
I'm joking.
It only did because I was not paying attention. That's why you heard the genuine what coming from me.
Okay,
That's like my reaction to hearing
I can't
the
have
name.
that.
Mary- So go ahead.
It makes me think of in The Witcher, like there's an enemy type called Neckers, and when I first heard that name, I was like, I don't think you could say that, Geralt.
I don't think you could say that now. Merriam-Webster's ascot, a broad neck scarf that is looped under the chin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ascot is the thing.
Okay, well,
So,
it's
Love, you
similar
didn't
to
even
an
have to-
ascot, but for wiping your nose, basically.
yeah, you didn't even have to try and pass the racism skill check for saying it. So
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know why you did.
I literally just picked the wrong word.
Why
I
would
mean, you passed
decide
it
to make
better.
a porn game with
You-
these graphics?
Because
This is
I
going in the
mean-
thumbnail.
No,
Don't.
you can't
No.
put it in there.
No way.
we will get canceled for
No.
eternity.
It's going in the thumbnail.
We won't just get canceled. That's a banned ass game.
It's going in the thumbnail.
It cannot go in the
Censor
thumbnail.
it.
Him and his bright orange Uggs.
Those are
His-
boots.
Those are cowboy boots.
His Uggs. What are those? I'm so old.
You're not old enough to have recognized Custer's Revenge, I guess.
No.
Yeah. Anyone still listening?
You haven't left by now.
No.
You
We're
have.
not, that's
Go.
not going in the thumbnail.
have to-
Don't Google it. Just know it was a porn game for the Atari that featured very not okay content.
What's funny is what's the gameplay? I need to see some gameplay.
No.
Well, good news is
Do you-
when I was Googling to find that image, there was a playthrough that someone did in 2020
Hell
on
yeah.
YouTube.
I'm
So
gonna have to watch that, and it's going to be in the description. It's not. -1 point to Custer's Revenge.
Just a reminder, 21% of Google users liked this game. It's got a
Oh.
5 out of 5 on eBay.
What are the mechanics? Do you walk up?
you walk forward, and then a thing happens when you press a button.
Yeah, that's it.
At least the fucking furry porn match game I played was a match game. This is nothing. Do
Yeah.
this would be like
the silence.
this would be
The
like if you went
silence
to
is
Pornhub
deafening.
and right before the sex was happening, there was a press X to fuck button, and that was it. I'm gonna have to watch some gameplay, and it is going in the thumbnail.
No.
It is.
No.
Okay,
find a
so
way.
looking at this
If-
YouTube thumbnail.
If it has to
of
be in
game-
the waveform of this podcast, to where if you put it through a waveform thing, it's I'll find a way for it to be in the podcast.
Okay, so we're panicking, but like there is somebody who genuinely like in a YouTube thumbnail
I
has
told you.
the whole dude.
Literally, someone did a playthrough in 2020.
Yeah.
I wish I was joking.
Live reaction to Custard's Revenge. Here we go. Videos.
Okay, so you joke, but there's a thing I was seeing on Google of HD remake of Custer's Revenge featuring fully digitized actors coming in 2019 from the Splintering.
Ugh.
Of all the things to remaster into the modern world, why this shit?
What is this gameplay? I'm just gonna watch a little bit.
It'd be funny if you had like one of those obnoxiously loud computers, so we're just like hearing the gameplay in the background.
Are you satisfied?
Okay, so I now know the entire game in 5 seconds. So,
Yes.
there are random like bullets coming from the sky. You have to dodge them, and that is what is keeping you from just holding right.
I
and
think those are
fucking every-
arrows.
Wait, does that mean this? Oh, that's where the racism you told me comes in.
That is a Native American,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's what that's on her head. Oh,
What did you?
that was just a crazy hat.
That's why.
It's-
That's why I was stressing the non. Did somebody
it's-
break a dish?
What was that? Who broke something?
What'd you do, love?
Something got broken.
this-
Love, are you good?
I think we should wrap it up before anything else gets broken.
What about applesauce? What's
Love, are
happening?
you having a laughing fit? Are you having another laughing fit, love?
How is this racist? It's just Pocahontas.
It's
You okay there?
He jumps out of his shoes when he's done talking.
Can
The
you
shoes
message
slip.
me?
The shoes literally
You
stay
good?
on during sex.
You all right, love? I was worried you were having another like perma laugh.
I think they're dead. I think they're dead.
Well, thanks for tuning in to another episode of.
No,
We
you're,
didn't even get
you're
my game.
speeding things too fast. All right, all right. I'm gonna give everyone.
Too fast. I gotta go to
I'm
bed.
giving everyone 5 points for Custard Revenge.
Wait, who's getting 5?
Everyone,
All of us.
everyone. Because this game is. You're dodging. Is she like tied up to a pole behind it, or is that your life? I don't understand what's going on still, and I'm watching gameplay.
Love, are you good?
So
Cactus.
are those 3 pixels actually supposed to be a feather?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, we all know that Atari was on drugs, so you know. Well, okay. I think we're cutting it here. So would points. We're giving out points.
Oh, do we cut it before or after? I
Yes,
say
no,
what
the
we
very
rate?
last thing is the game recommendation.
Oh, okay.
So I have 15 points. I would have had 30, but I for being a bad boyfriend, I lost half my points. Elaine and Fancy tied for second with 16. Wulfryk in the
Whoa.
lead with 20.
Damn.
We gave out points to the game, Kojima,
Which we just lost.
with Red Digit, Toby Keith, and Cucks. We took away points from Steve Jobs, Too Mad, Please, Asmongold, and I quote, cell phone companies who charge hidden fees. Bonus points, 5 each, goes to Elaine and Fancy.
On top of the 16?
Yes. So now we're giving out the last points. So Elaine and Fancy are now tied for first with 21 points.
Damn.
Those extra points came from every week I bring things that I think might randomly get brought up because you're all nerds who like things. Elaine got points for going on a swords rant.
Yeah.
And Fancy got points for talking about the Star Wars 2 moons for far too long. So Star Wars and swords got extra points.
Yeah.
Wul-
Yeah.
That's fair.
Wulfryk's chance for points was Halo, and mine was Cyberpunk, which is why I was upset when I was talking about Call of Duty Ghosts. I was like, God damn it, I gave myself the wrong one.
Wait, mine
I
was
talked
just
about
talking about
Halo.
Star Wars and all?
Yours was Star Wars. When did you bring up Halo for a good amount instead of just bringing it up?
When Love said there was an alternate universe where Haze was my favorite game.
Yeah, but I mean like an actual talk. There was an actual talk about Two Sons, and there was an actual talk about swords because of the game.
I mean, it was me
Yeah.
who brought up the Two Sons.
And Elaine went so far as to talk about weapons that aren't in the game, hence a sword rant.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So
I got
So is that going to be different every
I got
week?
screwed
Yes.
over by bringing up a topic that I was happy about.
Yeah.
Well, I was the one that
Well, maybe
converted
you
it to
should
Star
stop
Wars because
being
you said
happy and
dual
have
suns on a desert planet.
well, you specifically brought up Star Wars and then started comparing it to Star Wars.
I said it definitely wasn't Tatooine when I finished the Two Sons part.
Yeah, but you're not
Yeah,
known for
quote,
talking about Star
unquote.
Wars all that much, so you don't get the points. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Your chance was Halo, and you besides mentioning it for half a second, you didn't do much. Sorry. You still you are third with you're second with 20 points.
We're
I'm
only
last
winning
with
by
15.
one.
Anyway, it is Elaine's turn to pick a game.
I have been thinking about it, and you guys might this might be a mistake, but I think I'm going in tune with the heart of what you wanted this to be. This is a game in my backlog that I've played maybe once or twice and never again. No More Room in Hell.
No More Room in Hell.
And part of the reason I wanted to pick this is because we could feasibly play this together.
Oh, you do realize that literally a sequel was confirmed during the Game Awards or the E3 this year.
I
Really?
forgot about that.
Yeah, it was. I did not know you knew about this game. Yeah, it was recently just revealed.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No Room in Hell 2. Do we have a date for it yet? Halloween of this year. Early access.
Oh,
Halloween
shit.
this year. Yeah.
Question:
Let me look at it.
Can my cat have 5 points? He's right here on my lap,
I
and
would.
he's purring really loud.
I would, but my cat is doing something naughty, so they cancel each other out. My cat is right next
Gretel
to
is
me
also
eating
being
my dinner. Belle, get your head out of my bowl.
but hey, my cat is also being cute, so does that cancel your?
You know what? Even though she's doing something naughty, cats are great. 5 points to everyone's cat.
Yeah,
Just 5 points to
Yay.
cat. Cats 5
Just
points.
cat.
Cats 5 points.
Oh, good. It's free.
Yes, it is free. It's effectively a Half-Life mod.
Okay.
We might end up having to do some wonk shit to try and get, play together. But
2011.
you ready for Hamachi again?
Oh,
we might end up having to use Hamachi, in which case I can teach you guys how to use that. So
I vaguely remember how to do it.
Yeah.
So.
okay,
We also used it for Sven co-op.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
been co-op.
Yeah, the whole
Oh.
IP address and the thing. And the...
I don't think we'll actually have to do that though. If I'm gonna be honest.
We had to when we tried it, love.
I mean, it made it easier. I don't remember if it was like an absolute necessity.
It
Very
was.
positive. 328 recent reviews, almost 71,000 altogether. No Room in Hell update. When was this released? When was this update released? May 25th. They are still updating this thing.
Damn.
Available coming soon. Add to wish list. No More Room in Hell 2. Belle, did you enjoy eating the rest of my food? The food that I begged to be made for me? You know what? One point. What Belle? 1 point to food? Just food. No.
So can we minus 1 point to a food, like to bad food, to like to like to like celery and shit?
Celery is fine.
Celery's not a bad food.
Celery is bad.
Crunchy water.
Okay, celery is good when it's alone.
I like
But
my bark
you
water.
put celery into like a soup or something, and I will be able to distinct that taste, and it's not very good when mixed with things because it
just-
doesn't play nice with the other flavors.
Celery just absorbs the flavor of what it's in.
I've never had that experience. I've always had the experience that celery just is very distinct.
To me, celery is the opposite, the complete opposite of onions. Onions add flavor to whatever they're in. Celery absorbs the flavor of what's in it. It just becomes a vague part of the whole meal. It's just
If
like,
I
oh,
want-
and there's celery. It tastes like the broth it's in because it's fucking celery.
If I want a food that does that, I prefer scallops anyway.
Scallop.
You know
Yeah.
a real food that does that? Mushrooms.
Yeah, but mushrooms grow in shit, so -1 point. I'm kidding.
I am mycophobic. I cannot.
I like I like some. I mean, there's some mushrooms I really like, but also
Alright.
like.
And
but
we're
als-
ending it there.
But also, well, my joke was gonna be if you know what I mean. And also, I do like drugs because I like. There's like deep fried mushrooms are good. Like it just.
Oh, I gotta show you next time you're here. I gotta show you the stuffed mushrooms that my mom does.
Yeah. All right. So no room in hell to, or no more room in hell. I'm tired. No more room.
No more room in hell.
No more hell in room. Got it.
No more room.
No more room.
No more hell.
No room.
No more room for skibbities.
No hell.
No hell.
Okay. No hell.
No
That's
hell.
That's what I told my parents when I came out as atheist. No hell.
No more room in hell, or as I would call it, hellful.
Hell's full. Come back
Hell's
later. Please try again a later date.
Sorry, hell's full. Too many Minecraft YouTubers down here, you know.
I still love that meme of like mini lad showing up at VidCon, and it's like the health inspector like hitting some guy as he pulls into the Krusty Krab. It zooms in on his chest to show the health inspector get badge, but instead it just says child molester on the
Oh.
star badge that he has.
Poor Captain Sparkles. Poor guy. You know what? 1 point for Captain Sparkles.
Yeah, he's been a Minecraft YouTuber how long, and he still hasn't touched kid.
He touched Snake.
That's a euphemism.
There's he moved in with another YouTuber. I forget her name. And she has a pet snake, and he stole it and was like, "Look, everyone, I have her snake." And then the snake got itself tied up in his office chair, and it's live on stream where he's like, "No, what have you done?" So then it just became 30 minutes of we have to slowly let the snake decide to come out of this chair. Very good. No more room in Hell's Full. Hell's Full next week. 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks?
I thought it was normally a week, and we just did it.
No, it's every 2 weeks. This time we took
Is it?
3 weeks.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's every
should
2
be.
week. Every other week.
On the
Just
bright
like-
side, it gave me a normal amount of time because the first week I was in Portland.
So if you and I had the same amount of time, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but you chose to take that time.
And that's ADHD. You, a
Thanks for
normal person, was
watching.
able to set a task in front of you and go, "I will do that now." And then you did it.
That's not
haven't-
the normal person. That's
haven't-
not
I
how
haven't
my
brushed my
brain
teeth in
works
3
at all.
years. Because it's too much work to do it, you know. It's not been that long.
No, do you know how I trick my brain into getting me to do these podcast games?
It's been that long since I've been to the dentist.
Do you know how I tricked my brain to let me do the podcast
I don't need
games?
to. I sit down and play video games. What? What do you do?
Yeah, well, the problem is when I go to play them, my brain goes, "You could be doing literally anything else, and that's probably better."
No, I live for video games. I sit down and like, finally, video game. Yes,
I
let's
do,
go.
but I feel bad for playing them. My brain makes me feel guilty. No, basically, my brain just goes, "Hey, this is a part of that thing Dusty wanted you to be a part of, and if you don't do this right now, he'll never care about you ever again."
Oh, that's like not good.
No, I will.
That's how
care
my
about you.
brain works.
I will
my-
be slightly disappointed, but I'm not gonna hate you or anything. I'll just be like, okay, we'll do it next week again.
Well, here's the thing. The logical part of my brain knows that, but the part of my brain that wants me to be motivated right here, right now, says, motivation. You need it? Here's anxiety.
You want it? It's yours, my friend. As long as you've got enough motivation.
1 point for motivation.
1 point to what's that guy's name? Morshu?
1 point to 1 point to more. What are those?
Lamp oil, ropes,
What's
bombs.
that? Bush?
You
What's
want
that?
it?
Obama. What are those?
Can we give 1 point to Obama?
What are those?
What are those?
All right. Thank you all for watching. This episode is like twice as long as it needed to be, but we just kept talking. That's why this podcast exists. It's for us to hang out, motherfuckers.
Shut up.
Sit down and stand up, motherfucker.
Sit down and say, God damn it, same shit every day. I didn't see it coming. Probably because my back was turned. I love that guy.
Damn, backshots be hard.
I wish my boyfriend would backshot me.
Well,
Anyway,
see,
the
that is
broadcast
exactly
is
the
over.
joke I was making.
That's been immortalized on the internet forever.
I'm a fucking fox on the internet. What do you expect? What do you expect?
That's like more embarrassing that you're a fox because you couldn't even think of anything more interesting.
I liked foxes before I realized I was a furry.
You
All I can
are
say
a
is
fox.
just like,
And it's because of the painting in my living room. I
You
grew
wanna
up with
hear
that
something
painting, and
funny?
I like that fuzzy little guy.
While I was at friendship, my mom was like talking to me about totems, about like the animal totems that that Cherokee have. And one of the funny things was that the totems that she said I probably would be closest to is Yodi, the coyote,
Yodely, yodely.
because I am
hee-hoo.
100% not a very
Boogaloo.
consistent person at all.
Can I go to bed?
no,
No.
you're in purgatory now.
You're in purgatory.
And then
Anyway.
I told her about how my biological father, when I had this conversation with him, said I would be a fox because I'm shifty and clever. And he goes, and she just goes, well, I mean, that's like pot meat kettle right there. I was like, I guess it takes one to know one, huh?
I'm going to pretend like I understand what that phrase of terms mean.
What?
I don't know what that
Pot
means.
meat kettle?
I've
Yeah.
always thought
Pot meat kettle
like,
means you meet yourself.
Put
I always
pot
thought
behind
because
the
it's-
kettle black.
it's-
are different.
Yeah.
they can both hold boiling water though. That's
So-
what I always
Okay,
thought.
so it's
So
a
can my
shortening of
stomach. What's your point?
Your stomach should not
shortening,
hold boiling
But
water.
it can.
Dusty. It is a shortening of the pot calling the kettle black
Yeah.
because they're both
I've
black.
never understood
Yeah.
that one either.
Well, because back in cast iron times, all of your pans and pots and kettles would be black because you can't afford paint for them. That
That's
won't
racist.
fucking be leaded.
Ugh. My brain hurty.
It should.
No, it doesn't. You're just weak.
Well, thank you all for watching.
Oh god, it's still not over.
Oh, I
thought it was
realized I made a
over.
mistake. I didn't change the episode number. This is episode 16. It says episode 15. That's fucked. That's ruined forever. Yeah, don't look on the screen.
You can
Don't look
edit
at-
it in post. You just slap like an annotation over it. That's the 16.
Oh, no.
Do you like the
no.
E61 annotations?
Annotations still
No.
exist.
Sometimes.
The
We
problem is
like
I'm
to-
too lazy to edit.
we
I don't
like-
even have an editing software.
If any of you want to keep
No, you can
like
do that in
talking,
YouTube
could we like
Studio.
move to the Discord again.
I need to go
Oh
to
yeah,
bed.
and I guess didn't they remove annotations?
I don't know. I still see them occasionally. I thought.
Shut the fuck.
I think it's only the ones in the corner. Now. You can't move them around.
You can put subtitles over it. You get to choose where the subtitles go on the screen. You can put them over it.
Yeah, but then the person watching can choose to move them themselves again.
Okay, but like that's on them at that point.
They're just like, why is the 16 here?
It is different. Yeah, it's right. Listen, pretend there's a little line finishing the circle at the bottom half, and now it's a 6.
No.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you all for being here. Points were given. -1 point for 15. Thank you. I'm not gonna do that.
15
All right.
deserves to lose that point.
And
Goodbye.
remember, the lesson of this episode, we're a Disney movie now. The lesson: don't scare children with guns.
Or do.
Or we gotta go at it. We gotta go. Goodbye.